From a technology standpoint, the SLA is more on the response side than the resolution side in these scenarios, only because of the nature of the technology. If AWS was down, it's beyond my purview of solving that as a vendor. AWS is going to have to solve that. And until AWS solves for whatever led to that downtime, I can't do anything. I can just keep constantly updating my customer, hey, AWS is down, AWS is down, here's the latest update. And AWS is also doing the same thing. They are trying to have 99.9999% uptime. And so they are on top of their game trying to do that, but that doesn't mean 99.9999% uptime leads to 8 hours of downtime. It might as well very well lead to 8 hours of downtime. The SLA is more, hey, I'm keeping you up to date. Here's the latest. Now, if it is a problem in the on the vendor's side within the app, the time it takes for you to get the fix is directly proportional to the infrastructure that they have to react to that fix and the complexity of the fix. You did not handle X scenario. Now, somebody needs to research to handle that X scenario because they didn't have that data point before. After doing research, they have to think through how are you going to solve it. Now, once you've figured out how you're going to solve it, now you actually have to write a code to solve it. And that writing of code could take some time. Or maybe you have to come, hey, right now, how do I turn this off, right? Build flags so that that is turned off so that people are not having that same issue. Once that goes through, then you have to validate and test. Clearly, if you don't test well and you don't find issues, which hopefully you don't find issues, but if you find issues, then there's some back and forth between the QA and dev. If I'm making just one word change, fine, it's done in 5 minutes, right? But then it has to go through the packaging format. Then it gets to QA who has to have an org where they can upgrade to that package. Then they run the scenarios across it and make sure that we've not introduced some other things. They will run through your regression test suite. If you're not running through any of that, then what is the guarantee that you're not going to introduce any other problem? That process just takes its time. And so I can't guarantee you of how soon you'll get that solution back. I'm putting in all my effort and time and everything to get you from A to B, but sometimes it just takes time. So all of that can lead to some format of delay, some other scenario. So that's critical and severe of how it depends on the infrastructure. The response times can be valid. Hey, you're getting every couple hours, you're getting updates. Here's where we are, or here's where you're going to get next update, right? You just provide those SLAs. Then you get to these medium and low level feedbacks, and they're more so kind of a nuance where it's an issue, but not an issue kind of a story. Frustrating to use that capability or frustrating to get from action A to action B. But it's not blocking your workflow. It's not blocking your business process. It could be improved if you solve for those problems. Those would vary because now it's going to compete against the priorities that are already in flight, right? This one process that I defined for a critical or severe bug, right? You have to just stop the train for everything that everybody else is doing to prioritize it. Now, imagine you have a dev team of 15 members. All 15 members are doing something, right? So there's something in flight for them to get onto this one train of the release. A balance has to happen between what gets prioritized when, making sure that everyone who's doing their assigned work is not getting derailed because there is a mental tax that you pay if you just stop doing what you're doing and do something else. All of that, then you have to pay the debt for, and to protect that you try to minimize some of those interruptions, and then you have to plan for them. So those medium and low priority tickets, typically after acceptance that yes, they are issues and they should be handled, could take some time to be delivered to the customers.